What's going on, Bills Mafia? So the Buffalo Bills just lost to the Cleveland Browns, 19-16. They get humiliated on national fucking television. I'm just gonna say this right now, guys. I don't want to hear any more excuses about Josh Allen. I don't want to hear any more excuses about Brian Daboll. They suck. They fucking suck. They suck. I don't want to hear that this Josh Allen, he's in year 2 process. I don't want to hear it. I've seen Deshaun Watson. I've seen Lamar Jackson. I've seen Carson Wentz. I've seen Patrick Mahomes. I've seen way too many damn quarterbacks in their second year succeed during their second year. Josh Allen is horrible. And the funny part is, I'm not even going to put all the blame on him. I'm not putting all the blame on this guy. Because he's never going to get better with Brian Daboll as his OC. Now, I'm an Alabama fan, too. I'm an Alabama fan. So I've watched Brian Daboll since 2017, what he did with Jalen Hurts. What he did with Jalen Hurts was a fucking tragedy. What he did with Jalen Hurts that year was a fucking tragedy. So as soon as I heard that he was the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, my Bills, I automatically knew that this shit was going to go downhill. And look what's happening 2 years later. It's a fucking train wreck with this guy. He's inconsistent. His play calls are inconsistent. He doesn't know what he's doing. The scheme clearly doesn't fit the team. He just looks lost. He looks lost out there. I think the only reason why we really hired this fat fuck was because he went to St. Francis. Or because he's blue-collared. We like to get blue-collared players on our football team. We like to get blue-collared coaches or blue-collared staff on our football team. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this game was fucking horrible. This game proves once again why the Buffalo Bills are the laughing stock in the NFL and why we are no longer close. We're no longer contention for maybe competing for our division. Now, can we still make a wild card? Yes, the season's not over. But what this does make it, ladies and gentlemen, is that it makes it harder for us to make it to the playoffs. Because guess what? Tennessee has 5 wins now. Oakland has 5 wins. Right? There's a lot more teams that's starting to come up now, and they're starting to get better. Right? Teams like to turn around in November. So it just makes it harder for us when we shit ourselves, when we don't beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. It just makes it harder for us to make it. Now, let's talk about the running game. This has been a big complaint from me personally because looking at this football team and looking at the personnel that we have, this is a run-first football team. Today was a pass-first football team. We tried to be like the Kansas City Chiefs out there today with the amount of passing attempts that we did. He went 41 passing attempts. 41 passing attempts for 266 yards. But his QBR rating was horrible. I think it was under 50. It was under 20. His quarterback rating was horrible. Receivers were getting open. Once again, Josh Allen can't hit the deep ball. The offensive line held up phenomenal pass protection. Like literally, this was the best, maybe the best pass protection we've seen from Josh Allen all year. Couldn't take advantage of it. Devin Singletary, once again, averaged 5.3 yards a carry, and he only had 8 attempts. Why are we not running the ball with Devin Singletary when last week you gave him 20 carries for 95 yards? He averaged I think he averaged close to 5 yards a carry. He had 150 total yards from scrimmage, and we decided to give him the ball 8 times, 8 rushing attempts for 41 yards, 5.3 yards a carry, and we decided to really abandon the run game. I think Frank Gore only had the ball 4 or 5 times too. But Josh Allen, he can do his own thing. Josh Allen can do quarterback draws and he can do quarterback sneaks and he can get his 2 rushing touchdowns in because guess what? He's been a better running back here than he's a quarterback. And I don't care if it's harsh criticism. I'm sorry. I expect perfection. I expect better from our quarterbacks. That's just the type of person that I am. I have high expectations. I have high expectations for myself. So I apologize if I'm not trusting the process. I'm sorry if I'm not trusting the process. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, another embarrassing game for the Buffalo Bills. A game that they had no business losing. But then again, there's a reason why the Browns were favored in this game, because they know that our offense can't score for shit. And once again, this is another game where we score less than 20 points in a football game. It's crazy. We struggle every game. Every game we struggle in. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand. You know what? I do understand. I just don't know why we're not trying to solve the solution or take care of the problem. It's just amazing. Just amazing. We get criticized for not running the ball last week. The coaching, Sean McDermott even admitted, yeah, we need to run the football more. And we do that last week. And the result was a great victory. And then the next week comes and we abandon it. And this was a close football game. Now, I know people are going to blame the defense. I know some people are blaming Levi Wallace. Some people are going to blame Hotchkiss. But you know what? First of all, I'm not blaming the defense. I'm not blaming a defense from holding a team under 20 points. I'm never going to do that. The defense did its job. You got a safety. I thought Tremaine Edmonds had a phenomenal football game. Tre'Davious White locked down Odell Beckham Jr. today. Some people are blaming Levi Wallace, but you know what? I'm not going to blame him, because you know what? He's part of the damn defense. And he's part of a defensive unit that held that team to under 20. When you hold the NFL professional football team to under 20 points, you have done your job as a defense. It's up to the offense to capitalize off of the possessions that the defense has given you. And the offense couldn't capitalize. They couldn't capitalize. And I'm not even going to blame Hotchkiss. I know he missed 2 field goals. He missed a game. He missed potentially a game tire. But you know what? Hotchkiss, besides this game, has been consistent as a kicker. He's had phenomenal games. But you know who I am going to blame? I'm going to blame this offense. I'm going to blame Brian Daboll. Because with the amount of possessions that we have, we shouldn't even have to rely on this kicker. This game should have been a blowout. We shouldn't have to come to the point where we have to rely on our kicker. And that's exactly what we did tonight. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. The Bills suck. We're the worst 6-3 team in NFL history. And and you know what? The next week we play Miami, and you know what's going to happen? We're going to struggle in that game against Miami. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. This is your boy Jant716. Go Bills.